Quartz crystals. Now, there's many varieties of quartz crystals. They grow all over the world. They can have different inclusions in them. They can be different colors. They can be radiated by the earth or by man. They can be colored by earth or by man. And some of the most notable ones are this clear quartz that I've got. This is from Brazil. The most beautiful quartz crystals, in my opinion, do come from Brazil. We also have smoky quartz, which is a variation of clear quartz. Amethyst is the purple rock that you see. It's actually got iron, and it's usually grows in a hot area, and that's how it achieves the purple hues in it. And then you have citrine, which is basically amethyst that was heated up even more than the amethyst was, and so it turned yellow. So you can actually create citrine from amethyst by baking it. Now, quartz crystals have been used for a long time in all types of magical spells and uses. For me, quartz crystals are a very just useful crystal to have. So a quartz crystal can be programmed, so you can program it to be helpful for you. You can program it to interact with a specific chakra or energy center. You can use quartz crystals to transform things. So if you have an intention, you can use a quartz crystal to not only manifest that intention but change the way that things are, so that way your intention can come through. So basically it can help to open up the pathways to receive what it is that you're meant to receive, or to give what you're meant to give. Much like mushrooms have been proven to open up pathways and to create better ways of getting places, these quartz crystals, in my opinion, help to illuminate different pathways and to get places. Now, quartz crystals are piezoelectric, and I play guitar, and so the pickups on a guitar are also piezoelectric. So the vibration from my voice, or like from a guitar string on the pickups on the guitar, activate a small electrical impulse in them, and that's how they work in watches. That's how they work in clocks. Is that they operate on a frequency, so a frequency that can be charged through just movement, through friction. Piezoelectricity is basically energy through friction. So when you rub it, or when it moves at all, it can create an electromagnet. So that's free energy, as free as it gets. Actually, when you take two quartz crystals in the dark and you rub them together, if I were to take two of these quartz crystals and start rubbing them together, they create a spark. But it's not a electromagnetic spark. It is a piezoelectro spark. And so, in my opinion, that can lead to some discoveries in energy, but I'm not a scientist. I just infer things. So another disclaimer is gravity was discovered in, I think it was like the 1600s. So after Columbus sailed the ocean blue, right? We all know that story. So I think it was like the 1600s. So Sir Isaac Newton discovered gravity. And so that was about 400 years ago, give or take. So we're still very young in our discoveries. So I don't discount anybody's claims of, oh, I experienced this. I've experienced quartz crystals creating an electromagnetic reaction with the energies in the hand and all over the body. Electromagnetic pulse, or sorry, electromagnetic pulse. So when you're rubbing the quartz crystal, you're charging it. And if you're charging it like this, and you have a specific thought, like, I feel good, I feel okay, I feel good, I'm safe, I'm protected, this is this is fine. You know, like, and you're doing this and you're programming it. This stone is getting programmed with those energies. So off the last video, this crystal is getting programmed with a lot of positive energy. And so, you know, when I pick it up in a week when maybe I'm not feeling so good, hopefully I am feeling great in a week, you know, like knock on crystal. So I'll pick it up in a week and I'll remember all these good feelings. This is a crystal that now has some really good energy in it, and so you know, after a while I may want to cleanse it, and if I cleanse it, I could say, you know, like we can focus on cleansing the negative energies while we're still charging it with our wanted uh programming, our wanted energy. And so as that's happening, as you wear a quartz crystal that has those frequencies attached to it, you will notice that your actions are amplified. Even right now, the fact that I am creating a video series from the crystals, you know, it's like everything gets amplified, everything gets louder when you start incorporating the crystals into your life. So that's why it's important to cleanse them and charge them with your wanted manifestations, because as you're moving about this jungle, it will pick up things. You know, it will pick up things. This is not a an animal with empathy or something. It has it's a channel for the energies of the universe. So this is for those of you who can actively participate in your manifestations. This is not for those who just kind of let things happen to them. However, you can still collect crystals and you can still charge them. It just, you know, those little actions that I'm speaking of is all that it takes, you know. But wearing the crystals around can help you to become more confident. They can help you to become more grounded as well. Grounded as in more attuned to the natural frequencies of the earth, and not so much attuned to the false frequencies of the society, of the lights, of the programming from the advertisements and the social media that you scroll all day, if that's something that you do. You know, sitting and spending time with the crystals in natural environments by proxy exposes you to natural environments and natural vibrations, and so that's where the quartz crystals and all the crystals thrive the most. But the quartz crystal is known as the master healer, and so you, as you're imbibing it with your energies, the natural healing energies of creation are also being accessed. So it took a very special energy to create any of the crystals, a very perfect energy, down to the molecule perfect. And so the message of cleanliness, the message of doing things correctly and growing in a correct way with the right environment and the right conditions, is a message that is in these crystals, because that is the very essence of what made them. And so that, just that alone, as you're interacting with these crystals, can help to bring you closer to your own creator energy and your own creative vibe. These quartz crystals can help you to live your purpose, because their whole purpose is just to be created. As far as we know, these are just byproducts of creation. These are perfect byproducts of creation. In other words, these are creation and consciousness just creating art for the heck of it. They're byproducts of nature. They are not something that usually has a specific purpose that we know of. They're usually something that happens because life is happening. So because water is dripping with certain minerals in a certain temperature at a certain depth, you know, with certain minerals attached to it. Um, and so that's really what's beautiful about it. It's kind of like a mushroom. A mushroom is the culmination of work that's been being done for months and even years underneath the ground, and a mushroom pops up, and you know, um, its main purpose is just to spread. And so if a crystal has no other purpose than maybe like a mushroom, it's for us to see, just to observe and to experiment with, you know. Some people think it's a bad thing to take crystal from the ground. I think it's a terrible thing to destroy the earth to take crystals from the ground, like to destroy a habitat, and to take from the ground in order to make money or in order to exploit the earth. On the other hand, I do think that if you do it in a way that doesn't destroy the earth and that you take in a way that is self-sustaining, and you take specific crystals that like these, they're done. Like they're not they're not growing anymore. They've done their growth, you know, and they're a lot of times just sitting in the dirt. Um, you know, uh, just be mindful of the vibrations, you know, and be mindful of what your intentions are with these crystals. Obviously, you wouldn't be a part of this community if you didn't somehow believe that crystals had some kind of energy. And I've got a very roundabout ADHD way of explaining things, and so that's why these videos are going to be a little bit lengthier. I'm not reading off of a script. I come pre-programmed with this knowledge, and I'm not getting it from a AI or Google research or anything like that. I've already done this research. I already am very well acquainted with what they can do, and so if you want to, you can program a crystal to cleanse. And so that's one of my favorite things to do is to say, hey, this quartz crystal, as I'm cleansing it, its purpose is to cleanse other crystals with, right? Or cleanse your chakras with. So say, you know, we're gonna talk about the chakras, but say I want to cleanse my third eye. You know, I bring that crystal up and I'm cleansing and charging that third eye with the energies that I've imbibed into this crystal. So we've already imbibed, you know, the love and the protection and all that with the crystals. So you would take it and put it directly over like that area of your forehead. I know you can see right there. It makes like a kind of like an equilateral triangle. You know what I mean? And right there would be where your pineal gland is. And so you can take it, put it there with your throat. That's your Vishuddha chakra. You can kind of see like it illuminates a little bit when it's in the right spot. You can see how it kind of interacts. You see how that line is right there, and just with my vein, So they're kind of trippy, you know what I mean? Like you can do all types of boom cleanses right there. You see how I get it to line up with my vein, because all of these little um, marks and everything, they line up with your natural math as well. So there's math. I just opened up my third eye, and if you're watching this, let me know if you just felt something from that. If maybe these little yin yangs maybe started to look like eyes or something, or if things started to get a little bit more like feel a little bit more open. You can see like the mathematics, they work well with your body as you get more integrated with them. You know what I mean? That's kind of the basics of the gridding as well, but we'll show you how to do it um, with a bunch of crystals. I have a bunch of these quartz crystals that we're going to use to make grids with, and we're going to go over the different shapes and the different things like that. Quartz crystals are the most effective with that. So yeah, so I appreciate you for coming and checking out this quartz crystal show. Hopefully I kind of educated you a little bit more on what the magic of crystals, and especially quartz crystals, can do for you. We're going to be going over the chakras, we're going to be going over the colors and a bunch of other things in future videos. For now, get yourself a quartz crystal and start playing around. Let me know what you experience when you hold a quartz crystal all day. Do you you know when you hold a crystal for a week and then you look back on that week and your experiences, journal them, write them down. You want to journal, you want to record your experiences so you can go back and review them. So, with that being said, thank you very much, and we will see you on the next Crystal Alchemy by Cactus Moon Crystals episode.